How's it going, everyone? Mr. Boulder here, back. CD update time. I hope everyone's well and looking after themselves. I usually upload on a Sunday, but tomorrow is massively busy, so I'm not going to have time, so I'm doing it this afternoon. Yes, a CD update, usual sort of mix of genres and styles. Some stuff I've picked up over the last few weeks, month, 2 months, whatever. And some stuff I picked up just this morning. Get started with that. Start off with some punk. The Best of Blondie. Picked this up at the local record store this morning. Thanks, Andy. Used to have this on a vinyl. I got rid of it because I didn't really spin it. I thought a CD will do, and eventually it's come up, and here it is. This came out originally in 1981. Some good stuff on here. Heart of Glass is brilliant. Denia I really like. The Tide is High. I hate that song. Don't ever need to hear that ever again. Especially after that bloody awful Atomic Kitten cover of it as well. Hate it even more after that. Sunday Girl's really good. Dreaming's great. Hanging on the Telephone, probably my favourite of theirs. Covered that in the covers band I'm in a few years ago. Rapture's really, really good. Picture This I really like. Atomic, Ripper to Shreds, stuff like that. Really good. This only cost a few quid. Yeah, really pleased to pick this one up. Cheers, Andy. Much appreciated. Starting off with a bit of punk. Best of Blondie from 1981. Hardly ever showed any punk on my channel, and here we are. Here's another one. This is The Undertones, and this is their best of Bowlies, it's called. It's a very, very bizarre title. These guys had a massive hit with their song Teenage Kicks. If you're from here in the UK, you'll know that song because it's bloody everywhere. It was John Peel's favourite track. John Peel, a legendary radio DJ here in the UK. He supported loads of bands and underground sort of scenes. He even sort of showcased people like Bolt Thrower and Carcass back in the late 80s. Whereas he was really much into everything. This is a nice little compilation. There's, again, another one I had on vinyl, but I didn't really listen to it. So I was on the lookout for the CD once it popped up. And here it is. And again, this only cost a few quid. These guys were pop punk before pop punk was really a thing for me, anyway. Obviously, Teenage Kicks is great. True Confessions, Get Over You, Jimmy Jimmy, Here Comes the Summer, My Perfect Cousin, stuff like that. Again, once you pick up for only a few quid, you can't really go wrong. There's a lot of stuff in there that I don't know either, but I was listening to that at some point. I've just popped it on the iPod earlier today. The Undertones, some more punk, a best of, good stuff here, just a few quid, can't really go wrong for that kind of price. Yeah, 20 tracks for a few pounds, can't go wrong really, can you? Up next is something recommended to me by my good friend and drummer in my band, Paul. This is The Who with Who's Next. I've always liked The Who, but I've always been a sort of a best of kind of guy. And he said to me a while back to check this album out. I don't really like it, yeah. The Who's Next even, from 1971. I really like this one, it must be said. Where's the bloody track listing? I think Barbara O'Reilly's on this one, isn't it? And Won't Get Fooled Again. I can't find the bloody track listing. Oh yeah, Too Much of Everything. That's really Too Much of Anything. That's really good. This has got Behind Blue Eyes on it. I'm ashamed to say that before Limp Bizkit did it, I didn't know it was a Who song. I just knew it was a Limp Bizkit song, but obviously it's a Who song. Naked Eye's a really good one. Yeah, Won't Get Fooled Again is on this. Bargain, I really like that one as well. Very, very good. The Song Is Over is great. Barbara O'Reilly, I love that. Need to give us a few more listens. Yeah, other than the best of, this is my first Who studio album from 1971. Good stuff, needs more listens, but I'm really enjoying what I've heard. Roger Daltrey's vocals in this are particularly great. Great sort of crazy drumming from Keith Moon as always. That's The Who, Who's Next from 1971. Picked all those three up just this morning. Something from the last wave of hair metal, Taiketo. Don't Come Easy from 1991. Danny Vaughan's vocals in this are fantastic. Again, another of those hair bands that I was late to the party on. This is a good album. Didn't blow me away as much as I thought it was going to, but I still do really enjoy it. Forever Young's very, very good. Wings is great. Burning Down Inside. Lay Your Body Down, Nothing But Love, Sail Away. Again, if these guys had dropped a few years earlier, then they would have been much, much bigger than they were. And this still sold really well as far as I'm aware. But come out in 91, so, you know, grunge was on the verge of coming along. Good album. I picked this up for only about £3 or £4. You can't really go wrong with that. Danny Vaughan still tours now on his own, and he's still got a fantastic voice. Hasn't lost his voice at all. That's Taiketo, Don't Come Easy from 1991. Good stuff. Up next, the VC Find, does what it says on the tin. An album that I discovered through watching a VC video. Thanks to Anthony and Metal Miners. This is Horrendous, and their album Idol. Yep, Idol. This is brilliant. I listened to this about 5 or 6 times. I'd never heard of these guys before. Really, really enjoy this. I was talking to Simon, my good friend and guitar player in my band. I sent this to him earlier in the week to check out because this would be right up his street, and he really liked it. According to him, this is like early Opeth. I haven't really listened to Opeth very much, so if you're into early Opeth, it'd be a good idea for you to check this out. For me, this sounds like the very, very underrated Pestilence album, Spheres. So if you're familiar with that album, it's kind of like this. So this is really heavy stuff. This is like death metal, but it's not like your normal kind of death metal. It's not all about blast beats and everything going at 200 miles per hour. Musicianship on this is stunning. Really good guitar riffs. The bass is nice and high in the mix. I think that's something that studios are starting to get right now. A lot of the time back in the day with death metal bands, the bass would be buried in the mix. You couldn't hear it. Not the case here. Nice and audible. Everything's very technical, almost progressive. A really interesting band, an interesting mix of styles, and I'm looking forward to picking up more from these guys. This absolutely blew me away when I picked it up. Got it a few weeks ago, listened to it about 7 or 8 times. I absolutely love it. Fantastic band. I don't know where they're from actually, but brilliant stuff. Horrendous, Idol. I really can't recommend you pick this up enough if you like your sort of technical, almost progressive kind of death metal, but like I say, not overkill on everything being about speed and blast beats and stuff like that. It's brilliant stuff. Check it out. A band that needs no introduction. This is the new Fear Factor album. Can't remember the title. Aggression Continuum. This is really good. Not as good as I hoped it would be, but I still really enjoy it. I remember the last couple of albums really blew me away, and I do like this, but it's just not quite as good as I was hoping for. But still well worth picking up. I'm going to pre-order the vinyl. It doesn't come out till middle of August for some reason. Burton C. Bell on vocals. He is now gone, of course. There's a lot of drama going on with this band. Dino Cazares plays all the guitars and all the bass, the drums. Can't remember the drummer's name, but he played the drums on this. This is not bad. The only criticism I have is that some of the effects on here with regards to sort of keyboards and that are a little bit too close to power metal for my liking. But it's just on the right side of it that I can get on with it. But good stuff, yep. Recode and Disrupt, the first 2 tracks are really good. Fuel Injected Suicide Machine is also very good. Monolith, I really enjoy End of the Line. This only came out about 3 or 4 weeks ago. This is our Nuclear Blast. So yeah, literally only been out a few weeks. Good stuff. If you like your sort of industrial tinge kind of metal, then this is well worth checking out. Don't know what's going to be happening with these guys going forward with regard to finding new vocalists, but I'm sure Dino will find someone to fit Phil Burton's shoes. Shane Burton's gone, but these guys haven't been getting along that well for a while, so I can't say I'm surprised that things have gone belly up. Hate Squad, IQ Zero. This is from 1995. This is a German thrash metal band. Late to come along when you're a new band playing thrash in the mid-90s. You know, death metal was well and truly taken over by this point. Not so many new thrash bands coming through, but this is good stuff. The first track, Not My God's really good. RDD's great. My Truth, Different From You, Terror, Respect. I think these guys are still around now in some sort of capacity. This was their first album from 95, the hype sticker there, saying that they was on tour with Creator at the time. If you're into your thrash and not familiar with these guys, I well and truly recommend hunting this down. It's not bad at all. It's really, really quite good, to be fair. Not bad. Is not doing it justice. It really is pretty good. If you're in your thrash, you're not familiar with these guys, highly recommend checking it out. Hate Squad, IQ 0 from 1995. Next up, the fantastic and very underrated Blaze Bayley. This is his new album, War Within Me. This has only been out about a month. Yeah, again, it's another solid release from Blaze, a guy that just doesn't get enough credit and respect, in my opinion. A very good new album from him. The title track, War Within Me, is very, very good. Pull Yourself Up. 18 Flights is very, very good. Every Storm Ends. The Dream of Alan Turing. Good stuff from Blaze. Yeah, consistently puts out good releases, and for some reason just doesn't get enough respect and dues as far as I'm concerned. But this is well worth picking up if you're into old school traditional heavy metal. Blaze Bayley's War Within Me from this year. Not bad stuff at all, this. Again, it's a very good solid album from him. Really enjoying this one. Giving it quite a few spins. And yeah, it's just as good as the rest of his solo stuff that he's put out. So well worth checking out if you're into your traditional metal and you're a fan of Blaze. Up next, the compilation. This is Y&T. Just called the best of 81 to 85. I got this because I got all their albums on vinyl. I thought I might get rid of them because I don't really listen to them, and a best of CD will do me. And then once I listen to this, it makes me realise, no, I'm not going to get rid of the records either because I like everything on here. A great band. I think these guys from the States. Stuff on here like Open Fire's really good. Hurricane's great. Mean Streak, love that song. Black Tiger's very, very good. Midnight in Tokyo, Hang 'em High, love Hang 'em High, such a good song. Summertime Girls, etc., etc. Good old school, old-fashioned hard rock from the States. Really enjoy the vocals on this. Some great guitarists, catchy songs, melodic hard rock from back in the day. If you're not familiar with Y&T, this is probably a good place to start. Good stuff. Really enjoy this one. Yeah, I was going to get rid of the records, but I'm not going to now because I was enjoying this CD so much. It made me think, no, I'm going to hang on to those. Great melodic hard rock from the States. Y&T, best of 81 to 85. A good place to start if you're not familiar with these guys. Shrapnel. These guys are from Norwich here in the UK. Thrash metal. This is Raised on Decay. This is a good album. It's not as good as the most recent one they've put out, but I still enjoy this. These guys have just been announced for Bloodstock here in the UK, which hopefully will be taking place next month. So if it does, I'll definitely be checking them out. Because, yeah, I've not known about these guys for very long, and it's really, really good. Hollow Earth's great. Jester. Echo of Emptiness. The title track, Raised on Decay. And there's a nice cover of Slayer's Antichrist right at the end. Pick this up on Amazon pretty cheaply. It's good stuff. It's not going to blow you away, but if you're into your thrash, it's definitely worth checking out. I enjoyed it. Not as good as the most recent album, but I still really enjoy this one. That's Shrapnel, Raised on Decay from, let's have a look, 2017. That's out on Candlelight Records. And last but not least, one I've been looking to grab for a while. It's cost about 20 quid, but you don't see it very often, so I knew I was going to have to pay quite a bit for it. Finishing up some classic death metal. The first Vader album. This is Raised on Incantation. No, the Ultimate Incantation. I'm getting confused with the Shrapnel album I've just shown, of course. From 1992, out on Earache. Vader, legendary death metal band from Poland. This is an original press, I believe. There's the CD. Great stuff. I've been looking out for this for quite a while and finally found it on eBay. The bloody font on the back of this is terrible. Dark Age is fantastic. Vicious Circle, The Crucified Ones, Chaos, One Step to Salvation, Demon's Wind, Breath of Centuries. Excellent classic death metal. This really, really glad I picked this up. Really, really enjoy this one. Vader's a band I've only really got into it over the last sort of few years, and this has been one I've been meaning to pick up for a while. Found it on eBay. Like I say, it cost £20, quite a lot of money for a CD, but to be honest, these old school death metal albums on original press and CD, Not often going to get them cheaply, but 20 quid was alright as far as I was concerned. Some really enjoyable Polish death metal here. Really like this one. Vader, from what I can tell, very consistent with their discography. Looking forward to picking up more of their albums. There's quite a few to get. The Ultimate Incantation from 1992, Vader, debut album on Earache. Very, very good stuff. Excellent death metal. Right, guys, that's it for today. Cheers for swinging by and checking this video out. If you're new, please do subscribe to the channel and please like this video. Let me know what you think about these albums. And I'll catch up with you next time. Cheers, look after yourselves. Catch you later. Goodbye.